Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another episode of the High and Mighty Wrestle Review. You know what? I think we cut through the bullshit this week. Dude, I'm going to do Cody Rhodes to you. What do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about John Cena. Do you know where John Cena is tonight?
That's actually a really good impression.
And he's your brother. Your brother? He's your brother.
What's your name again?
And by the way, do you have something in your eye?
I thought
he sounded like fucking
Frank
Sylvester and Tweety. No, but he sounded like Sylvester and fucking Tweety.
The setup for the F5, I literally thought it was Frank Drebin. You have something on your shirt.
Literally. There's something on your mouth, Al.
Yeah.
What? No, the other side.
Brock Lesnar's had a promo segment. Okay, let's be real though, dude. Let's be honest.
Come on, let's be
serious.
Real. Let's be real about our truth, Henry. I want to say to our welcome back to our lovely listeners. Yeah. We have got some teeth to grind, ladies and gentlemen. So much news to talk about.
It's been like we have been texting back and forth for like the last 5 days, trying to find time to jump on because it's been a big week in the wrestling world. And it's been we've had the most interactions on Instagram that we've kind of ever had. Lots of comments, lots of conversation, really good conversation. Really excited by the conversation we've had. And we're going to do a lot more of that. Just putting questions out there and seeing what you
Plenty.
But look, for me, that there is only one place to start. There cannot be any other place to start than WrestleMania.
Are you going to say John Cena?
That son of a bitch. Then where WrestleMania is taking place in 2027. It is the only conversation that we need to have to start off this show. Yes, we're going to talk about Raw. Yeah, we're going to talk about SmackDown. We're going to talk about all good things. And by the way, I'm not here to shit on the fact that wrestling goes to Saudi Arabia. I'm not even here necessarily to say it's an evil decision, but I am here to talk about what the fuck it means to fans like you and me, the regular kind of, not average fans. We're not average fans, I guess, because we've been watching for a hell of a long time. I'd say we're a lot more than that. But to the kind of fans that have been watching since we were kids, that have gotten into professional wrestling, that have taken the bumps, that have run the ropes, that have idolized these people, and who predominantly...
Yeah.
By the way, I've got a goddamn cold, everybody, so if I sound like I don't have a nose on my face, it's because I've got a goddamn cold.
I was going to say I have a cold as well, so you'll have to forgive us, ladies and gentlemen.
We're grouchy, we're pissed off, we've got a lot of things that we want to get off our chest.
Actually, we're ready to get it out of our system.
So... Saudi Arabia and WWE.
I mean, let's start with Saudi Arabia. And I want to say this to everybody because I pre-warned Henry about this quite some time ago. I think it was... I prepared Henry for this, everybody. I prepared Henry, but I prepared you, the listeners, for what is to come of WWE. Yeah. WWE is a business. All WWE's agenda, ladies and gentlemen, number one, and let's not mess around, is making money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
The wrestling is secondary. The wrestling is secondary, ladies and gentlemen.
But much more important there, dude. The fans are not even on the list.
No, well, the fans aren't even on the list, but the very product that this company's supposed to be giving us, it's not on their agenda. It's not their priority.
I mean, I don't know.
Their agenda to make people happy watching this product, it's not on their agenda list. It's not their priority to make us happy.
So
let's
set the scene.
When we were in Paris, Hen, the fans made us happy. We, the fans who were in Paris, who created that atmosphere for the wrestlers in the ring, they were experiencing what it used to be like, which was we all care about wrestling. We don't care about any of the other bullshit, making money, all of that nonsense. Great. If the wrestling's great, you'll make money anyway. I don't know why WWE are so worried, because if it's good, they'll make money anyway. I pre-warned Henry about Saudi and everybody else on here when I had that humongous rant in June. I warned you that they are preparing to sell this company in 5 years.
I mean, listen, yeah, I mean, we'll talk about the sale because I still don't think that's what they're trying to do. But the Saudi thing, you were fucking dead on the money. So who the fuck knows? You're clearly a mystic Meg for what WWE do, because you were.
I've been messaging, and I even put it on the comments on the Instagram page because we were really going at it. Everybody was really, really saying their part, and I just put it out there. Get ready for the WWE theme parks coming your way in 5 years. There'll be a fucking water park, a Brock Lesnar fucking water park. Jesus Christ, I don't want to go anywhere else saying anything else. But at the same time, there'll be a fucking RKO ride, everybody. There'll be people, there'll be mascots, there'll be a John Cena mascot.
I don't mind. Like, I don't give a shit if they do a theme park. Fine, do a theme park. There's nothing wrong with theme parks. But my point is,
I don't care because I love theme parks. But what I do care about is they are supposed to be giving us wrestling. If they're not going to give us wrestling, forget about it.
But see here, listen, I agree with pretty much everything you're saying, except the wrestling thing. Because to be honest, we have got more wrestling right now from WWE than we know what to do with. It's just non-stop. What I have an issue with, what I have an enormous issue with, is the simple fact that for the first time in history, WrestleMania is going to leave the United States and Canada. Okay? And where is that WrestleMania going to take place? Is it going to be in the United Kingdom, a country that has shown loyalty and support to that company since the early 90s? Is it going to be in Europe, an entire continent that has shown how passionate they are about WWE? Is it going to be in Australia, somewhere they've been going to since 2002, selling out stadiums? Is it going to be a place where the fans around the world can get together to enjoy wrestling? The answer is no. The first place that they are going to take WrestleMania outside of the United States and Canada is a place where they are doing what is known as sports washing, which means they are paying enormous amounts of money to bring in the biggest sporting names they can to hide the fact that they still have human rights issues in that country where being gay can get you killed. And so the fact of the matter is, no matter how much, and by the way, people, I'm going to watch WrestleMania because I haven't missed a WrestleMania in 26 years. I will watch WrestleMania. I will watch it. I'm a hypocrite. But I'm going to say something else about hypocrites. When Paul Levesque and when Nick Khan stand in front of people and say, this is Pride Week, we celebrate Pride, we have a women's only pay-per-view, we celebrate women. No, you fucking don't, you lying cunts. You have simply followed money. The only reason you have allowed WrestleMania to go outside of the United States and Canada is money, and that's fine. But you have to admit it now. Stop saying it's for the fans, because it isn't. It's not about the fans. Most fans cannot travel to Saudi Arabia. Okay?
I don't care
how
about
many
that.
How many of your female fans are going to go and watch WrestleMania in Saudi? How many of your gay fans, Triple H, are going to get to watch WrestleMania?
A triple whammy. They don't care.
They don't care.
They don't care. On all three counts, they don't care, they don't care, they don't care.
And so
what they do care about is possibly having they goddamn mention Vince McMahon. He'll be there. He'll be fucking there. I'm telling you, people. I am on the dot going to tell you now, everybody, Vince McMahon will be at Saudi Arabia WrestleMania, and he will say, welcome to WrestleMania.
Where the hell you been?
Where the hell you been?
Where the hell have you been, you bastard?
Yeah, where the fuck have you been, Vince?
Dude, look, let me say it like this, okay? Because, yeah.
He wasn't racist, or he just said some racist things.
He doesn't like black people. It's not racist. Come on.
Fucking hell. But hey, everybody, expect Vince back.
Yeah. So a couple of things, right? Here's a couple of things that I think we should discuss about the Saudi thing. Because look, we can
the expressions of the wrestlers lined up at that press conference.
I agree.
The Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, for Christ's sake. They want to talk about Shawn lost his fucking smile? Well, he did on this occasion. Liv Morgan, God bless her. God bless her, sweetheart. She couldn't smile. She tried. It was the fakest fucking smile I've ever seen in my life.
So, Shawn Michaels is just in there with his headphones in, listening to "Tell Me a Lie" and say that
literally.
You won't go.
Someone make that clip.
Yeah, absolutely. Literally, that's what it fucking should be. But dude, let look, because we can rant about it all day long, but I think let's try and get into some real specifics about it. Yes. The fact of the matter is, the thing that I am so angry about, or not even angry, I think the thing, let me be really pathetic for a second and say, the thing that's broken my heart, okay, is...
Please, go ahead.
Is that I have tried to maintain this idea that there are good people at the top of WWE, okay? And when you have mentioned Vince coming back and I've gone, no, I don't see it. I now go, if the money is right, Vince will be there tomorrow. They don't care. He will be. And so what has upset me now is that I am aware that I am watching a company that is only concerned with making money. Now, I don't fully understand that because they're making more money across the board than they've ever made before. We'll get into the ticket prices thing that moron running TKO talked about the other day about how they're going to put them up. Brilliant. That's great. All the kids are going to love that guy. Yeah, all the work.
Great. No, all the families that want to go see WWE.
Shit.
It's great.
But let's go into the fact that they now can't hide from the fact that they are only driven by money. So when they talk about, like Paul Levesque, Triple H talks in Unreal about, we just want to give the fans the greatest show. No, you don't, because you might want to do that, but there is something above that, which is I just want to make the most money possible. You know, they went to Las Vegas last year for WrestleMania, and WrestleMania sucked. And there are a variety of reasons for that. The Rock's involvement, whatever.
Right.
But instead of going, let's clean slate it, let's go somewhere else, let's go to Minneapolis, whatever the fuck they're playing. No. We'll go back to Las Vegas because they paid us. So let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay. And now
I'm going to be fucking selfish here. I'm going to be selfish because they mentioned something, and if it's right, if it's correct, I'll be a happy chappy, and so will Henry.
Well, let's see.
They said there could be 2 WrestleManias next year. I don't give a fuck about the Saudi one, to be honest. If there's a second WrestleMania, you're coming to London, WWE. You owe it. You owe it to the UK fans because the UK fans showed how fucking passionate they are compared to everywhere else. And I dare say it, Paris did too. Come over here, WWE. Get with the real fucking fans. No disrespect to the American fans. But come to a fucking place where you goddamn... The wrestlers were looking around the ring like fucking Bambi.
Everyone was in
Go back and look. Go back and look at Roman Reigns. Go back and look at Rusev getting chanted. Go back and look at AJ Styles. Go back and look at John Cena. They were in awe of the UK and the fucking European audiences. Look, if you want some real reactions, and we'll get to some real reactions because fuck me, we heard edited goddamn booing on Raw.
Well, I want to talk to you about that. Yeah, listen. But let me say this. First of all, and I think, again, I actually think the fans in Saudi are great. Like, we watched whatever it was called. Is it Clash of the Champions or whatever it is? That
yeah, it was great. I've got nothing against.
No, yeah,
listen,
and you're not
listen, and I'm going to make this clear. Like Henry just said, I've got nothing against the Saudi fans at all. I've got nothing against any wrestling fans. What I do have something against is the evil company that only give a shit about making more money.
It's the corporation, dude. It's the corporation.
It's ridiculous.
And I think, look, here's the thing that stresses me out. Okay, so again, the fans, I think that's great. If they have 2 WrestleManias, fine. I mean, why not have 10? You know, why not have 20 WrestleManias?
Well, this is the way it's going, Hen. And I'll just say this, because you were referring to the corporate company, and I'll say it fucking loud and proud. I bought fucking AEW tickets for £31 each for my cousin and my daughter. I did it here for my daughter's godfather. I bought 4 tickets to go to AEW. They were £24 each. And you know why? Because Tony Khan, God knows you can say whatever you want about him, but he doesn't give a fuck about money. He's already got $10 billion. He doesn't give a fucking shit about money. People can say a lot. People can say whatever they want about AEW, but one thing is, they don't care about money. Money is not at their top of the table. Money is secondary to what they're offering, and WWE should be the fucking same.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't think anybody's going to pay, you know, thousands of pounds to see fucking AEW, but I agree with you. Like, I think they
I say that, I'll go crazy. Look at the fucking shirt.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking WWE. Ridiculous.
So look, I guess my issue with it is purely moralistic, and I think I'm not going to crap on anybody that I've seen a lot of stuff online, people saying, "Oh, fake outrage and who cares and get over it." Fine, if that's your opinion, absolutely fine, and you carry on. It is the world we live in. But I think there's a lot of hypocrisy at play, and I think that what it has done for me is I have lost my respect for Triple H. That's basically what we're talking about. I don't know who the fuck
he's a puppet. He's a puppet.
Yeah, he is. But I've lost my respect for the company that I really love, have always kind of loved as a wrestling fan. And, you know,
he's no different to Kermit the Frog, literally.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, but I mean, look, I read the reports that Rock will be back and Austin will be back and all that stuff. The reality is, again, but I mean, I couldn't give a fuck. Dude, if he's going to be paid $100 million to turn up, fine, he'll be there because he's a sellout as well. The point is, dude, if they get Rock and Austin back at WrestleMania in Saudi, it's an even bigger slap in the fucking face. It's an even bigger
it's terrible.
It's just appalling.
It's terrible.
So I don't know that there's a huge amount more to say about it. You know, we could rant and we could rant and we could rant and we could talk about it for days on end.
Thinking about the decision to do it in Saudi, hey, they got a big bag of money thrown at them, but I'm also thinking one of the reasons is with all of the dirt, and we don't have to get into all of that because we've gone at length about it, all of the controversy kind of gets shifted from the Western audiences because they're going over there. So they don't have to worry about Vince McMahon showing up and the response and the reactions and the coverage. They don't have to care about that because they're in Saudi Arabia. So I'll give WWE some credit. They're fucking clever little bastards. Yeah, they got around. They got around.
To be honest, dude, I don't even think they're thinking that. I think they're only thinking about one thing. The only thing
they mentioned Vince.
Yeah, they didn't.
They mentioned him.
They didn't mention him. The Saudis did. The Saudis talked about their long-standing relationship. The irony is, Vince McMahon would never ever have allowed WrestleMania to go to Saudi Arabia ever. And this is a man who is
picturing that scene of Vince sat at the table having that meal that first time they went to Saudi, and he's there going, I appreciate it.
But I mean, even Eric Bischoff said it. Bischoff said Vince would never allow them to go to Saudi. Never, ever. Not for WrestleMania. For anything else, not for WrestleMania. WrestleMania is sacred, and now it's not. And that's fine. It is what it is. We'll get over it. But I just feel they are only driven by the incredible amount of money they are going to make with the Royal Rumble and with WrestleMania there. But I just want people to think, just one more time, I just want people to think about why the Sports Entertainment Commission or whatever it is, the General Sports Commission in Saudi, whatever they're called, are bringing WrestleMania in, to think about why they're doing it. Because what WWE will tell you is that they're trying to raise up their country, and WWE is so proud to be a part of that. But the reality is they have not changed their laws. They haven't changed their human rights record. They are still a place,
and they're getting ready to buy it. Hen, they want to buy it.
Or they are.
They want to buy it. They want to buy it in a few years. The thing that's
not hearsay is the fact that if you speak up against a regime in Saudi Arabia, you end up dead, and WWE are fine with that. So I look forward to watching all the women in their full PVC bodysuits. I look forward to seeing Stone Cold Steve Austin wrestling again, and not allowed to drink beer though, Austin. Remember that. You can't drink beer there, so no beer in the in the Austin match. I look forward to seeing The Rock come out and get his goosebumps.
So what's he going to be doing?
Who gives a fuck? He'll walk out, he'll do a stunner, he'll get paid 50 million, like whatever. It is what it is. And I will watch it, and I will pop just.
So is he going to be doing it with cans of Coke?
I don't fucking know, dude. It's sad, to be honest. It's sad. And, you know, you sent me a thing just before we went on the air about Cena's last match taking place in Washington, and there's now talk that it'll be at the White House.
In the White House!
And the UFC are doing their event in the White House. And the thing is, I've stopped following UFC. I was really, really into it for about 5 years. And then I found Dana White so repulsive as a human being that I just thought, I'm going to just turn this off. I'm not going to do this anymore. Watching them go to the White House, I just thought, yeah, classic. You're in bed with Trump, great. If WWE go there now, it wouldn't surprise me. And it's basically the question now is how long can people with a conscience continue to watch this company when essentially they themselves are publicly stating we have no morals? Like, if the money was there, they'd do a fucking WrestleMania in Auschwitz. They wouldn't give a shit.
They would. They don't care.
If 1938 Hitler said, "Hey, bring WrestleMania here," they'd do it.
They'd bring it.
Of course they would.
Fucking too right.
Because the money's there. And they're a corporation, and so that moves.
It's all to do. It's all to do. Unfortunately, everybody, and I'm in. Unfortunately, everything is about money now, and it's a shame because the things that we love, like WWE, football, everything else, it's all to do with money. But
yeah, it is.
Hey, let's get into SmackDown.
Well, no, hold on a second. I want to talk about the fucking dipshit talking about how they have to put prices up. I want to talk about that for a second. Because it links into everything we're talking about. Guys, we have been talking about the outrageous prices that WWE are charging for fucking years. And then we have dipshit number one coming out and saying, actually, Vince McMahon has only ever priced for families. What an idiot. Like, we're going to charge more, get it up to the UFC standards. So WWE, even more so now, for day-to-day shows, is proving they no longer want your average family to come and watch it. They want it to be elite.
No, and they're obviously not thinking about the future because the kids who come to the shows, they're not going to be old enough. They're not going to bother when they're older to watch it because they couldn't even afford a fucking ticket to go in.
I think they believe in their heart of hearts that people will always pay, but I'm interested to see how that plays out. Because if the product is not good, the reality is people are going to stop paying. They will stop paying.
It's fine. People will just stop paying.
And then we'll see what happens.
It's as simple as, dude.
Because I find myself in a really difficult situation on Thursday evening. I was like, oh man, should I watch AEW just to see what it's like? Maybe I can get back into it. And I just thought, I just can't do it. It's so fucking toilet. I can't. Wait.
Let me do my Tony Khan face. Wait.
Mr. fucking
he's great.
Mr.
That's it. No, but that's his face. It's when Maven interviewed him and he said, "Hey, I just want to say, you know, you get a bad rap." And fucking Tony Khan goes,
He's got to be the most political like answer of questions ever. My favorite thing.
He's incredible.
They said, "Hey Tony."
He's like what's the detective called in the Pink Panther? What was he called?
Yeah, Inspector Clouseau.
Yeah, that's what his face is like.
I love when they asked him, "Hey, Tony, is Chris Jericho coming back to AEW?" And his answer was, of course, Chris Jericho is a wrestler, a professional wrestler, and he has worked in AEW before, and he's 54 years old. And
just answer the fucking question.
What does it mean? It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, but he won't. Since fucking CM Punk fought that company, I know. He will not directly answer any fucking questions.
He's fearing for
Tony, what's the weather like?
Well, of course, the weather is
the sky's blue.
Rain and particles and water.
Yeah, it can be sunny as well.
Yeah, you're a psychopath, Tony. So yeah, it's a weird world we live in because I'm enjoying the product by and large, and we're going to talk about it in a second.
Wait, time out. And he's your brother. Your brother?
Truth, you have something on your shirt. Yeah. What a weird segment, man. What a weird
What's
segment.
the obsession with WWE with our Truth? Fucking hell.
I know, it could have been anybody.
Guy.
I know. And then Lesnar rips his goddamn trousers. It's like... And what's that? I don't understand the character at the moment of Brock Lesnar.
And then he's a fucking face.
I know. I know. He's dancing.
Then he's a face. Going, look, I ripped my pants. Hey. And then high-fiving the fans. What the fuck is going on?
Super
He's your brother.
Let's talk about it because there obviously were a couple of big moments on SmackDown. We had obviously Lesnar's speech. That was SmackDown, right? Yeah. And then we had the return of my boy.
Yeah, your brother.
Your T-shirt. We had the return of the WWE champion back from Street Fighter.
Oh no, Hen.
He's back.
Sonic Boom. It's terrible, and you know what? Hey, kudos to Cody. He's going to do great. He's going to knock it out of the park. I just can't wait to hear
the press junkets.
Oh, terrible, Hen. But what I will say is, did you like him coming back? What did you think?
I love Cody, of course. I mean, let's get the Drew McIntyre match out of the way because it's meaningless. And then move on to whatever the fuck is next.
I mean, do you know what? The guy isn't meaningless. They could fucking do something
Drew
with
McIntyre is not meaningless, but this feud is meaningless. Is Drew McIntyre winning the title?
No. He's not doing anything.
No.
Yeah. And they're wasting Orton as well. They're fucking wasting Orton. They could be doing something interesting with him as well.
Yeah, well, he's about 85 years old, though.
You're okay there. What was that Vince McMahon face? What the hell was that? Oh, you got to work on that.
You need some work on that.
No.
So, yeah, that's... yeah, I mean, look, I think it's great that Cody's back. I thought it was good that McIntyre beat Orton, got the clean win. I thought... Yeah, the Brock Lesnar thing was what it was.
Go on, please say it.
I mean, it was bullshit.
No, I thought you were going to say, he's your brother.
What's your name again? Hit me on my noggy nog.
Managi nog?
So, I mean, listen, I don't know what... Look, at the end of the day, we're talking again, like we've just talked about Saudi Arabia. We're now reviewing a guy who is still tied up in a horrific sex scandal. Who's now happily...
And they don't care!
Happily dancing and shaking his ass on telly. So...
Yeah, shaking his ass. The crowd loved it and cheered. What in the fuck is going on?
I mean, it's the sort of world now where Janelle Grant would come out on SmackDown and get booed. I mean...
Hey, do you know what? I wouldn't put it past the WWE.
Yeah. I mean, Jesus.
She'd become the biggest heel in WWE.
Yeah, Christ. So then we got to Raw. Okay, and there are 3 main segments to talk about.
Hey, whoa, you missed that. You main man.
Talk to me.
Cena.
Yeah, on Raw.
Oh, Christ, yeah, he was on Raw, wasn't he? Going fucking nuts.
Yeah. Trying to catch me out, you son of a bitch.
Trying to catch you out.
So there are 3 segments. There's John Cena's speech. There is CM Punk and AJ and Seth and Becky's segment, which I know you have thoughts on. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for conspiracy theories with Mike.
Yeah. Well, no, you saw it, didn't you?
I saw the clip. I'm gonna throw to you. Do you know what? Let's start there. Okay. First and foremost, before we get into the conspiracy theory, what did you think of the segment as a whole? What were your thoughts on it?
Becky, just no Becky. No,
she's cutting off.
You are killing the moment, and Seth is not helping either.
I mean,
honestly, fucking Christ, these 2 individuals are supposed to be the people who've been carrying the company.
I mean, look,
what the fuck? What's happened to both of them?
Say this,
They've got
I will say this. Watching this segment, the one thing I was really encouraged by was it's the first time I've seen Seth in a long time get a proper heel reaction. Didn't get any of the whoa, 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 apart from his entrance.
And why was that? Because he was keeping his fucking mouth shut.
Agreed. And he got the shut the fuck up chance. He got the you suck chance. Like, it was good. That was good. And I enjoyed that. Becky Lynch. So just to set, again, I think we have to remember there are people listening to this to get kind of our opinions on it as a thing. So it was AJ and CM Punk in a kind of talking face-off with Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. And the end of the segment was that Becky and Seth kind of set it up that there was tension between them. That was a ruse. Becky came in and hit the manhandle slam on AJ Lee. First time AJ's had physicality. CM Punk pissed off. He gets the slaps again. And look, as a segment, it's good. It progresses the thing. However, again, looking at it from a performance standpoint, Becky Lynch now, I mean, I'll say this. I don't, maybe she listened. She was stiller. She wasn't waving her arms. You talked about Kermit the Frog. I mean, Becky Lynch, when she gets angry, I feel like she's complete Kermit the Frog. But what she's now started doing is trying to do little wisecracks when the audience are chanting.
Yeah, what the fuck is going on with that?
Shut the fuck up and let them chant.
No, it's weird.
It's like she thinks she's a stand-up comedian.
No, it's as if she thinks she can literally cut in and out. I just wish somebody in the back would fucking say something to her.
Just say.
She's killing the moment.
Like, don't jump it. I mean, there was one thing that I thought was actually very funny, which is where I don't know who it was, whether it was the crowd or it was AJ or somebody was chanting, "We don't like you" at Becky Lynch, and Seth Rollins jumps in and goes, "I like her," and it was that was actually really funny. Cool. But see, that's the point. Right? He did it once, and it was funny. Becky did it every time, and it just killed it. I'm going to say something controversial, and I'll throw to you to tell me whether you think I'm right or not.
Oh, shit. Go on.
I don't think AJ Lee is very good on the mic at all.
No.
My God,
well,
she
do you
cannot
know what?
At all.
Do you know what? I'm going to jump in my little car on the fucking Disney ride with Henry here. I think, do you know what doesn't do wrestlers any good? And it's almost like being a stage actor. You go away for many, many, many years and you don't warm up and you don't get into it. People can say what they want about The Rock, but fuck me, The Rock always makes sure he's going to be on point. He's going to be on point with the person in the ring, and he's going to be on point with the audience. That is one thing, The Rock, more than anybody, he is switched on more than anybody. AJ, fucking hell. And I am going to say this. What I did notice about AJ the last time she was in WWE, she does the least bumps I've ever seen from a performer in WWE. Go back and look at her previous stuff, people, but
she doesn't weigh more than 100 goddamn pounds.
However, for however long she's in WWE, please give a tally, everybody, of how many bumps she does.
Yeah, I mean, listen,
because she doesn't do any. She'll probably do one bump in a match, and that'll be it. But
what it is that I'm talking about is it's the overacting.
It's awkwardness. No, but it's awkward.
It's awkward. Like, Seth Rollins says something, and she'll do like a little weird, like, "Oh, should I? What? Did I?" Like, she's talking to the fans, and nobody's doing that. It's just weird, and it's like,
do you know who used to do that? Lita used to do that.
But Lita, at least, and this is the thing. Again, I said it last week, and I'll say it again from a performance point of view. AJ, just stand the fuck still. Like,
nerves.
Seth Rollins is talking.
Nerves.
Seth Rollins is talking to you. Just take it. Just take it. That's all you need to do. Because but this is the whole point about film acting, right? And at the end of the day, yes, it's a little bit stage. I get it, but it's mostly film. You film an actor who can act. All you have to do is think. We, the audience, will decide what you're thinking. We'll put it onto you. That's the point.
Mm-hmm.
And so AJ doing these little weird asides and funny faces and moving her hips, and it's just like, it's meaningless. And it just makes me again go like,
she's very, very, very nervous.
Yeah, exactly. You're right. You're totally right. It's it's kind of heartbreaking to say
Becky. No, but when Becky came back recently, Becky was doing the same shit.
Yeah.
I am quite surprised, ladies and gentlemen, because WWE have a thing called the WWE Performance Center. They're getting paid enough money, and I'm sounding a bit of a fucking grumpy old bastard here, but you should be fucking ready before you come on TV. Come on.
Dude, I fucking agree.
Come on.
1,000,000,000%.
AJ, your fucking husband's got millions of dollars. Surely he can set up a fucking ring, set up a couple of fucking lights, what we've got here, set up a fucking camera, get a couple of friends in the room, fucking do some promos, start building your confidence again. Don't come back and you're awkward as fuck.
Yeah, I agree.
Come on.
So, I mean, look,
I'm pretty shocked, Hen. No, I was pretty shocked of AJ.
Yeah, I was, to be honest.
She doesn't look comfortable. She looks like she's overwhelmed. She looks like she's... I don't even want to say this because she's stood there with her husband. She looks like she's going to cower behind her husband. Like, oh shit, we're still on. That's what I thought.
Yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, what my feeling was basically... I said this last week. I have hope for what this feud can do for CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. My worry, I mean, thank God the match is Saturday. I mean, that's it now, hopefully, right? So my hope is we get to Saturday and what I have said is going to happen, happens. And whatever happens in the match, AJ Lee gets her head kicked in and CM Punk goes on a revenge mission against Seth Rollins. That's the end.
No, I think we're going to get another bracelet storyline.
Yeah, fuck. I mean, but I loved the bracelet storyline. I mean, I thought that was sick.
It was very good, but with
basically what I'm saying is this.
You said we were going to get some brutalization. We were going to get some real passion.
It's Saturday. If it doesn't happen on Saturday, I don't know what they're doing because I don't give a fuck about Seth. You know, I read this report the other day. And it might be bullshit, but I read this report that Seth Rollins and CM Punk are now really good friends backstage, and they've kind of put all their shit behind them, and they get on well.
That's cool.
I kind of feel like I can see that now as well.
So the edge is gone.
The edge is gone. And so I'm kind of like, I'm not interested in it. If you give me something to be interested in, I will buy into one more match. You have got WWE, you have got to pull the trigger on Saturday. Make Seth Rollins a heinous, nasty, awful piece of shit.
No, they're all going to go out for dinner.
That's going to be the show. It's going to be like when
that'll be the show. 4 of them will be walking in, and
Champagne Dean.
Yeah, Champagne Dean. Honestly, they're all going to go out for dinner, and that's going to be the end of the feud, Hen. How does that sound?
I mean, you know what? Compelling. It sounds compelling, dude. So, yeah, look, again, that was an interesting segment, but it fell flat for me. Even Punk now, and by the way, I'll never say a bad word about Punk. He doesn't have anything to say.
He doesn't, and he's wearing his wife's lovely T-shirt.
Yeah,
and he's
kind of trying his hardest to like make himself angry about it, but he's got nothing to say. He said it all already. It's just been going on for decades.
And do you know what? For the first time, I've never seen CM Punk look too comfortable in the ring.
He does, doesn't he? Yeah, he did. But you know what? I was going to say this a second ago. In a way,
I've never ever seen him like that before.
In a way, I feel like kind of saying, "Fair fucking play. You've got what you wanted. Your wife's back. Enjoy the moment. Have a nice time on Saturday."
Oh no, fair enough.
It's like when it's the final week of summer holiday, dude, and your mum says, "Enjoy it because it's hard work again on Monday." Okay, enjoy the weekend. Have fun with your friends, and then it's back to work. And that's why I think.
And then you get your edge back.
yeah. Like, give him his edge back by beating the fucking piss out of his wife. That's my quote for the.
No, because you've just said it, and Henry. We're going to take this away today, everybody. Henry just said it. The edge has gone between CM Punk and Seth Rollins.
It has.
Shit.
And there's only, in my book, and I think you agree with me, there is only one way to get it back. And if they don't do it, and they might not do it, I don't know what we're talking about anymore. I really don't. So let's move on. We had the John Cena promo. What are your thoughts?
Go ahead. I want your thoughts, because go on. Cena's very important to you, so come on.
Okay.
See, what you just did there, was more interesting than the whole fucking thing that AJ Lee and everybody did in the ring there.
Yeah, but dude, that's because you and I are actually charismatic, interesting, and are able to act.
No, but you know what, Hen? No, but you know what? Before we jump into Cena and something that you've just said, I believe that everyone cares in WWE. I believe they do. But they're being told, they're being micromanaged. I said this to you over message. This is what's really annoying. Wrestlers are supposed to just be left alone to go out there and entertain the crowd. Don't give them notes. Don't tell Henry to keep his arms by his side. Don't tell Hen not to don't go off kilter. Just let Henry do what he wants.
Yeah, but there's a problem.
But they won't do that anymore with people.
There's a problem with that as well, because AJ and Becky need to be fucking micromanaged, and they're not being. I think there's a really muddy grey area now backstage where they are. There are people who should be left to their own devices. Punk, obviously, Cena, Cody, Drew, like all these people, leave them to their own fucking devices. There are people like Becky and AJ who should be fucking scripted. To a T.
I don't.
So
I agree.
I want to throw this out to you quickly because I almost forgot. So Mike sent me a text earlier with a video. It was like watching the World's Greatest Mysteries Unsolved. It's a new program that Mike's hosting on the Discovery Channel. And he paused the segment between AJ and Seth. Over to you.
Well, over to me. The boos were edited in, ladies and gentlemen.
Give context, explain.
Please go back, everyone. Right, so the segment with AJ, with Rollins, with Punk, with Becky, please go back and watch. And at one point, I can't remember what the actual quote was. I think it was something to do with... Was it Becky or... I think it was Seth Rollins saying people don't like me or something like that or whatever. And CM Punk says something beforehand and you hear the real crowd reaction. But then from Becky and from Seth, the whole fucking crowd... You can tell it's edited out, and there's boos. So they've put the boos in. Yeah, so they're micromanaging the reactions that the fucking wrestlers are getting on TV.
What Mike is suggesting, and
WCW used to do this.
Maybe put the video up on the... Send it to me, and I'll put it up online later. So people can see the one you sent.
Yes.
Because basically what you said... Now, I don't know if this is true or not. I'm not sure it was edited or not, but... You pointed out that there is one section of boos that happens and it's clearly live. The next time we hear boos, it just sounds very tinny and awkward and like not real. So what you're suggesting is that they are now... I mean, by the way, WWE have done this for a long time, but I never thought they were doing it with the kind of top guys like that they didn't need to. If what you're saying is true, and at the end of the day, every time I disagree with you, you turn out to be right when it comes down to wrestling. So,
and you know what? I'll always put my hands up. You know what? There's that phrase, shout loud, but if you're wrong, always put your fucking hand up.
The annoying thing is, you haven't been wrong for a long damn time, and you keep getting these things right, and it's super fucking frustrating. But my point is, if they are doing that, to me, what that says is that they are worried about the Seth Rollins heel turn, and they're doing their best to try and make sure that it's going the
Oh
right
no,
way.
Hen, it just fucking tells me they don't give a fucking shit what reaction the audience give them. If they don't get the reaction they want from the audience, they'll just edit them out and they'll just put fucking fake crowds over the top of it.
Well, yeah, I mean, fuck
It's
knows.
shocking.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, we're going to go to Saudi Arabia. So they might even fucking edit the whole goddamn audience.
Yay!
Yeah, I fucking swear to God. Hey, but you know what was really interesting?
Tell
Now
me.
I gotta say this, everybody, because Dwayne Johnson is in the bad books of everybody. And hey, if he wins an Oscar, fair play to him. However, after everything that's happened with that man, how could he ever come back and get the guaranteed reaction that he wants?
He can't.
Which is, he wants everybody to cheer him and he wants everybody, Rocky, Rocky. He wants everybody to go along with what he wants. And this time it won't happen. However, if Dwayne Johnson goes to Saudi Arabia for his last match, he is guaranteed that WWE will make sure he gets the reaction that he wants.
Well, the reality is you're not wrong. If they hold a WrestleMania anywhere outside of the States and Canada, Rock comes back and gets the reaction he wants. So you're right about that. Interesting question.
Rock will be booed. Rock will get booed by everyone after what happened with him at the last WrestleMania.
Like he'll get the pop on his entrance because he always does, because it's always a surprise. But yeah, he will.
Will he?
Yes, he will, dude. Wrestling fans are sheep. I'm sorry, we all are sheep. Like, dude, Brock Lesnar's music played and my pants fell down, you know? I was just raving.
Look at how the wrestling audience have been behaving recently.
Well, here's what
if
I was
Rock
about
came back, they would say, you sold out. They will say, you sold out.
Again, who the fuck am I to say you're wrong? You've been right so many times. I'm going to ask you a question. I've seen a lot of videos since the Saudi announcement that when they play the advert or the trailer, all the crowds are doing the "you sold out" and booing, and it's getting a really negative reaction. Obviously, the video of the announcement, 30,000 dislikes versus 5,000 likes. Like, how do you think they manage this going forward? Because does it get worse? Is it going to get worse as we get closer to it, or is it?
We know how to manage this. There's a button called edit.
Yeah.
It's okay. Because if
guess what I'm saying is this is a
people aren't coming along the ride that we want, hey, we'll just edit them out.
Not true. Because think about all the shit. Like, for example, dude, I'm going to throw this one at you. The shirt you're wearing. The people made Cody Rhodes take over the main event when Dwayne Johnson was supposed to be against Roman Reigns. So what I'm saying is,
and then after that, they fucking booed Cody.
Yes, I know. I mean, by the way, the people are fucking mental. But my point is that the fans do have a voice, right? So what I'm saying,
people were booing John Cena when he was a face, and then when he made him a fucking heel, they were cheering for the man.
My point is, you're throwing me off on the different tangents. Dude, my point is, if the people truly hate the decision to take WrestleMania to Saudi, I think WWE have a problem on their hands. I think there are going to be lots of hijacked shows. I think there's going to be lots of bad press. And I think that's an issue.
Let's bring it on.
Yeah, I agree.
No, it's great. It's great. It's great for us as fans.
Yeah, so I guess what I'm saying to people out there is, remember that you do have a voice. Like,
you do have a voice, and the biggest voice.
Yeah,
I use an example. They're a corporation, and you just said, Hen, Daniel Bryan.
Yeah,
he's
Daniel
the perfect example. If they want the fans to do and behave a certain way, well, the fans will just do what the fuck they want to do. And in this case, because it's in Saudi, if they come here or if they're in America, they are going to get fucking shit from
for example, let me ask you this. Like, the Raw before that WrestleMania in the States, and they're talking about at WrestleMania, it's going to get booed.
Oh, I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be fucking awesome.
It's going to be very, very interesting.
They talk about the Eagles singing Hotel California with the roof flying off. Watch the WWE audience before Saudi Arabia. The roof is going to come off.
Dude, they've shot themselves in the foot as well, because in January, they have the Royal Rumble from Saudi Arabia. Now, if they hadn't announced WrestleMania, I think that would have been a big thing. Because they've announced it, I think that whole event is going to get booed in the lead up as well. I think the whole thing is going to be fantastic. Hijacked. So
this is going to make great TV.
Yeah, it's good shit.
What do we always talk about? We talk about spontaneity. We love things when they're not supposed to happen. That's what always made a great wrestler. Oh, who was that?
Huh?
I just heard a voice.
Oh, no, I don't know. I said when they feel real. Are you all right?
Yeah, I don't know. There was a voice then that went crazy.
Take it easy, Randy Orton.
What I am saying is spontaneity. We always got a great wrestler when there was spontaneity, when it was unpredictable, when it wasn't planned, when you get a great song, when you get honestly, I could go on and on with this, but that is what makes a great show. Surprises.
What makes a great show
is not going to fucking give the audience what they want. The audience is going to give WWE what they don't want, which is a big fucking surprise.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be really, really fucking interesting. And just on that, we've said it before, it's when things feel real. And the problem with the whole WrestleMania Saudi thing is there's a massive disconnect now, because we're being told one thing, but we feel like this, and inevitably that just leads to a massive clash. And I'm fucking here for it, dude. I cannot wait.
I can't wait.
Shades on. I'm going to get my popcorn ready. I'm going to sip on my milkshake, and I'm going to watch the whole fucking thing implode.
And whose fault is this? This is WWE's, because they were too... TKO were too greedy.
Yeah.
They were too fucking greedy.
I was going to throw out a Lord of the Rings reference there, but I can't be that geeky. So look, here's we also had John Cena's promo. As I said, I pulled out my pillow. Yeah. Let's get to the retirement match now. Come on.
No, but he was incredible when he said
yeah.
Talking about the word no. Cena, you've never fucking said no, my friend.
I know. He's totally full of shit.
He doesn't know what the word no means.
And also, I loved the attempt to try and explain why he's still calling himself the last real champion. It makes absolutely zero sense. It's an absolute slap in the face to Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. But John Cena doesn't care, because John Cena, as I said last week, exists in little John Cena world.
And he does. And Cena, all Cena's worried about is encapsulating his legacy. That's all he's worried about.
He is. And he's done a good job.
That's all he's worried about.
But for me now, it's like, cool, let's just skip to December and get rid of the fucking guy. Let's say goodbye to dead weight.
When you said you were right earlier, I thought it said, the recording has stopped.
Right, nice. Oh, shit, let me check. No, still good.
No, it's fine. It's still, the meeting's being recorded, yeah.
And then we had LA Knight and Jey Uso, at the end of the night. More kind of back and forth. Like, cool. Good. At least they're giving those guys something to do.
It's pretty good.
Fine, whatever.
Yeah. I really like the Rusev thing with Dominic.
Great. Yeah, great. Is he a face now? Rusev?
I think so.
I mean, listen, this has been a year where it doesn't, like, you can just go, I'm a face now, and that's it. No heel turns anymore, no face turns. John Cena just goes, I'm a face. Like, back in the day, dude, the best thing ever was the heel turn and the face turn. Now, you just whatever that week. It just is what it fucking is.
No. Right, come back to your boy, come back to your guy. What did he say in that meeting? What was Rock's excuse? The fucking greatest excuse I've ever seen.
I just felt like...
when he was giving the lowdown on excusing himself.
The story didn't need the final boss, and I figured I could just step back, just quietly step back.
That's it, you got to do the hand movements.
Yeah, and allow the story to take place. What?
Yeah.
What?
And that's it. It's
like,
it's brilliant. And then he goes, yeah, and then we're going to finesse. It's about finessing, growing, changing.
I still feel Cody Rhodes.
What are we growing and changing, Rock?
Is going to have a great run as a heel. Cody Rhodes has literally been like, I'm never turning heel. It's literally like Darth Vader going, I just felt I didn't need to be involved. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Literally.
I just did Eric Bischoff.
But we've been building towards Darth Vader.
I don't understand how that's possible. I don't understand how it's possible. Anyway, dude.
But you've just said it, though. We're in a world where it doesn't matter if you're a face or a fucking heel.
It's also a world where literally, you've just pointed it out, where in WWE, we could next week have Hulk Hogan rise from the grave, bring Scott Hall back from the dead, the NWO returns, and then the week after they just go, oh, no, they're not.
I'm laughing, but that's what we've been witnessing.
It's fucking laughable.
Is that down to but this is where people won't admit. Is it down to shitty writing, or we don't know what the fuck we're doing?
I think this year, from WrestleMania onwards, we've had some good moments, obviously, but it's been a very, very diluted, odd year where actually nothing has happened at all. Like, but think about it, dude.
That's the greatest meeting I've ever witnessed. Like,
it literally, think about what's happened this year. Cody Rhodes is still champion. He lost the title to John Cena. He won the title back, and it was meaningless. Seth Rollins is champion, but it's been meaningless. CM Punk and Seth Rollins are still feuding. Jey Uso is still doing the exact same thing that he was doing before WrestleMania. LA Knight is still in the exact same position. Drew McIntyre's in the same position. Sami Zayn is in the exact same position. The tag team division is in the same position. That Rhea Ripley is in the same goddamn position. Like, nothing has progressed. The only person that progressed any fucking thing was Gunther, and he's fucking gone out to have a nose job or whatever. Like, it's just been a year where I can't point to a single thing and say, that's what the year was about. Because I don't know what this year
is. And why is that? No. And why is that?
I think the reason for that, realistically, is that their main storyline was the dribbling shits. Like, dude, they built a whole year around John Cena turning heel without thinking about it.
Oh.
And like, so you had a heel turn that was supposed to dominate the entire year, and it sucked. So, like, it unfortunately, what it means is...
But I'll say this for the last time, was that because The Rock stifled it?
Yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, again, I'm sorry.
Because he did, let's face it, he did.
But the reality is, dude, this is what blows my mind, okay? Elimination Chamber, they had not decided that John Cena was going to turn heel. So what...
I don't believe that.
Hold on. That's what the facts say. So if that's the case, what was your big plan for 2025?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Like, what was the plan?
That's why I don't believe them. I think it's bullshit. Oh, yeah, we did it on the fly to see what it was like. Absolute crap.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
You made a decision to fucking make John Cena go heel for the very last run of his career. However, the guy that was fucking pulling the strings saw how big of a reaction it got and how much he would have to commit to it, and then all of a sudden he said, I don't want to be a part of this. Well, why did you fucking get involved in, you cheeky bastard?
I know. It's like when Rock went on a date with somebody and he said, like, I think I love you, I want to get married, and then she turns out to be fucking insane, and he's like, actually, I've got work to do.
Oh, actually, no. Yeah, I never actually said I love you.
Yeah, I didn't say it. Look, at the end of the day, it's kind of sad, isn't it? Because I think about what could have been.
All I'm going to say is Saudi Arabia, WrestleMania. If I goddamn see Vince McMahon walking out to that fucking music, and then if you smell what The Rock is cooking, he comes out fucking looking at his goosebumps. Stone Cold Steve Austin comes out, fucking crashes into more people on his fucking quad bike.
Run with it. And it's still a world in which wrestling, everything was allowed, right? You could throw shit at the wall and see what stuck. And now, unfortunately, I feel like we're in such a corporate world that everything is very sanitized. Even the really big stuff is sanitized. It's the same for comedy and stuff. Cancel culture's happened. Obviously, we couldn't have done half of the shit that we used to talk about doing, right? The stuff with Michael Cole.
Oh, the characters and all of that. Oh my God, none of this.
But my point is that I just feel that the Saudi thing, for some reason, for me also just furthers the idea that it is just, we will give you like just a snapshot of wrestling for 100 million. Like, it doesn't have to mean anything. Austin will come back, but there won't be a huge storyline, is my point. Like, it won't be 6 months in the making, building up, will Austin return? It'll just be, Austin's gonna wrestle at WrestleMania, hooray! And it won't mean anything. And I think that's been the entire year.
There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way Austin will come back. At all.
Can't make the scene if you don't have the green.
I'm telling you now. Because what would be the purpose for him to come back?
Dude, 50 fucking million?
Yeah, but what's he going to do?
Listen.
What's he going to do? He can't even have any fucking beers for crying out loud.
What's he going to do? Listen, here's my
Yeah, what you going to do, huh? What you going to do?
Oh, by the way, I've been watching, I recommend everybody goes and watches it just to get some fucking real wrestling back in your veins. WWE does this stuff on YouTube, The Story Of, and they basically just put every clip from the show of a whole storyline. And so they had the story of the NWO. I watched a couple of hours of it a couple of days ago whilst I was doing some exercise. And it's so great, first of all. The NWO storyline from Scott Hall walking out on Nitro all the way through. I think I got through to Sting becoming, the Crow Sting. But just watch some of Hogan's promos when he first turns heel, because it is honestly laugh out loud funny. Like, it makes, it's like, dude, it's like if like my Uncle Dean was hanging out with Eminem and he's trying to be cool, trying to do like cool little jokes. Hogan keeps trying to do really cool hip jokes with Hall and Nash, and it's fucking hysterical. And then there's this whole segment where Brutus Beefcake comes out to give Hogan a birthday cake on his birthday, and for some reason Hogan keeps calling him the Booty Man. He's like, well, let me tell you something, Booty Man. Honestly, Booty Man, I've loved you since I love you like a brother, Booty Man. And like,
hey, but it can't be as good as his acting in Baywatch. I mean,
no, yeah,
nothing fucking touches
Am
that.
I in heaven? Yeah, honestly.
Am I in heaven? Oh my God.
Anyway, good shit.
A macho man's there just going,
You know what, though? I will say this again. I mean, Macho is crazy, right? But I will say this again. Watching those early fucking days with NWO walking out, Macho Man was so fucking believable. Like, he just was so invested. And like, there was a bit where Hall and Nash were getting held back by cops, and like Sting's out there, and I love Sting.
I know, it's yeah,
and Sting's out there, and Luger's out there, and Macho's out there, and there's just this bit where suddenly Macho just loses his fucking temper, like lunges, tries to get through, and like the police didn't know what the fuck was happening, but they try, and it's just so believable, and you suddenly go like, whoa, what is this? I think that's something that's missing.
But it's called being totally invested in what you're doing, and most of the wrestlers, dare I say it now, they're on autopilot.
Like, here's a question for you, yeah? Obviously, WWE has become a huge production, right? And I get that. It's a huge production.
Yeah.
They want everything to be caught on camera. But for me as a viewer, I sometimes I would love to see a wrestler do something where they can't keep up. And it's like you miss things and you have to cut to a different angle to try and... It just feels a bit chaotic, which is good. And I feel like that's something they've lost, going back all the way to the Attitude Era. And
well, it's very controlled now.
Very controlled.
Everything's very controlled.
Like, it's so funny.
And God forbid anything spontaneous happens.
I told you the story about...
They get scared.
When I was in the Mousetrap, I
And they
told you
try
that,
and cover
right?
themselves.
And
Yeah, yeah, go, yeah, yeah, go, tell us
this
that.
is
Go
a
ahead.
perfect example. So, like, I did the audition for the Mousetrap, which has obviously been running for 1,000 fucking years and whatever.
Yeah.
And they said, and I was up for another part, and they said something to me like at a different theatre. I was up for an Arthur Miller play in Bolton, so nothing big, but it was another play that I really wanted to do. And they basically told me in the audition that I had got the job, right? And they
Right.
said, "Do you have any questions?" And I was like, "Well, yeah. To be honest, one question I have is one of my best friends is on the West End right now, and he's told me it's very controlled, right? Is that what this is like? Because I really don't want to go into something where there's no life, you know?" And they said, "No, it's totally, we cast it fresh every time. We want life." And then on day
Right.
one of rehearsals, dude, one of
Yes.
the actors who had been playing the understudy the year before, I was doing my
Yeah.
thing and I was walking around and just feeling it out. And she said, literally stopped the scene and went, "Oh, excuse me, you're supposed to be standing there." And I went, "What?" And I looked at the
Sorry.
director and the director went, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, that's where you stand." I feel like that's what WWE is like now. You stand there. So like you get slapped in the face, punk, and then stand
Mm.
there so that that hard cam can get you. And it's like it's cool, like it's good that it's produced and movies are produced. But the best movies allow for spontaneity in your best
Yeah.
performers. And right now, what I'm not getting is
Mm.
that, oh my God, it's alive, it's real. It's been a long time.
But I dare say it only work with people who you can be
Yeah, I agree.
spontaneous with, because otherwise, and I'm not going to be grumpy here, it's not going to be allowed.
Yeah, I agree. Dude, look, let's do this. We've talked a lot about it. Obviously, right now, it is a kind of difficult time. It's not a difficult time, but it's a very strange time to be a wrestling fan. And so, you people have listened to our podcast. We want to thank you for listening to our podcast. We don't
Mm.
just want to fucking rant at you and send you away like a scalded stepchild, as JR used to
No,
say, beating him down
no.
like a redheaded stepchild. Christ.
God,
Fucking wife's redheaded. Um,
my Lord.
let's talk about some of our favorite moments. Like, give me a moment that comes to mind. Just a moment in wrestling that you want to talk about. I what was
A
it that
moment in wrestling that I look with fond memories and get really, really choked up. Here's one for you. The video, My
my way?
Sacrifice.
Oh, my
No,
sacrifice.
there's
Yeah,
My Way, and then there's
my
a video called, and I
sacrifice.
don't know if our young wrestling listeners will know this, but if you go on YouTube, go check it out. It's a wonderful,
When
wonderful
you are
kind of a
with me,
me.
I'm free.
Me.
Do you know what I loved about that video
Oh.
was when it showed Bubba Ray or Devon ironing their costume. Do you remember that? First one.
Yeah.
And I was always
When
like,
you
I
are
don't know why, but at
with
15 years old, dude, that was the thing that always made me want to be a pro wrestler because I was like, oh, that's
it's
so cool. They
so
iron their
awesome.
clothes backstage.
It's
And
so awesome.
and the
But it
moment where
came up on,
Edge hits the spear on Jeff
yeah,
Hardy and it's the
yeah.
music kicks in. It's a fucking wonderful video.
Oh, it came up on Instagram
Yeah,
yesterday,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and it just it's a great reminder of what it was like to be a kid. I say a kid, being a teenager, watching WWF
Yeah.
at its peak.
At that time. My God.
And you get that feeling. You get when you see that video and you remember it when you were there as a teenager. You get that incredible. People say nostalgia, but it makes you happy,
Yeah, I agree.
and that's what it's all about.
I agree.
That's what
I
it's all
agree.
about.
And you know what, dude? I know that people always say
What was the
this.
most ridiculous thing Vince McMahon always used to say? You know, it's about putting smiles on people's faces. Well, put fucking smiles on people's faces. Stop robbing them.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Stop robbing people.
Yeah.
Put smiles on their faces, because
Yeah.
that's what it's all about. Hey, I'm meeting a guy next Wednesday, and he tried to put smiles on everybody's faces,
Yeah,
and then
look how that
Christ, look what
turned out.
happened.
Look how that turned out. We got the fucking orange piranha fish in the White House. Fucking
Jeez.
bloated son of a bitch. Anyway, I will say this. That video is tremendous. I know everybody says people always say that their generation was the best. I think our generation was the best. I think it was the best. I think
Absolutely.
1996 through to 2002 was the best era of wrestling. I don't think you can touch it. Come at me, haters. Dude, that was a great fucking thing to end on. So I will say this. Thank you again to everybody for tuning in, for checking us out. I want to say this. We have our website, highandmightypod.com, which has both our audio episodes, but also if you want to sit and watch two fucking nearly 40-year-old dudes talk about wrestling, we have the full episodes on YouTube, people.
Join us.
Come and check out me and the Booty Man brother. We are here, and I've known him since I was a kid.
Why was he calling him Booty Man?
I don't know, dude. I've no.
Or should I say it as Lesnar?
Yeah,
he's your brother.
He's your brother, right?
Not brother. Your brother.
Anyway, folks. Until next time.
Have you got something in your eye?
Yeah. We will see you down the road. We will say adios, and we will say. When you are with me, I'm free. Fuck it.